I've mostly been saying like, all right, these appointees aren't my cup of tea, but if I was a Republican, I would be cool with these. Until Matt Gaetz.
Oh yeah.
That one, the file as district attorney or attorney general, I meant to say. Go ahead, Kyle. What do you want to say?
I want you to finish your thought. I just want to go next.
Oh,
I want to go next.
I'm like, this is the one that seems the hardest. Kevin McCarthy is sure he won't get nominated, but Kevin McCarthy's wrong a lot, and he's the one who, when I look at the score, Kevin McCarthy doesn't seem to acknowledge that he's lost. Right? He's not in the House anymore. He's certainly not the House leader anymore. Matt Gaetz is the guy who quit his job so that the ethics report wouldn't come out on him, but they might still release it. And I was hearing about it today. That woman came and testified for hours that he raped her repeatedly, and we have the payment for him.
Lady of the night.
Yeah, she was from Seeking, so she considered herself a sugar baby. She's one of those whores who doesn't acknowledge that she's whores. But
with his giant hair like lurking in the shadows in the doorway, you know, like, all right, baby, daddy's home, like with fucking mom from Robots Inc. from Futurama, right? That giant hair.
It would have been legal in Florida, but he trafficked her to like the Caribbean or something to fuck her.
Man law.
And
that's right.
Now he's is he going to get away with it? I don't know. Like in the very short term, his misdeeds have come to light even more, but in the long term, we'll see.
So my opinion on that is that Matt Gaetz will not get confirmed. The Matt Gaetz appointment is subterfuge. It is, look at this thing over here. Look, he made Himmler the fucking attorney general, and everybody's going to ignore some of his other stuff that's maybe a little contentious and they didn't agree with as much.
If you're right, and I considered that too, then Matt Gaetz is the big loser in this thing, because now he's not in the House and he's not attorney general. He's just unemployed.
So my thought process on that was that,
why would he do that?
If he were to stay in, then that investigation. So the DOJ dropped charges against him. The Biden DOJ.
Okay.
Yes, they investigated. They found nothing they could charge. Is probably a better way to put it, because I don't think there ever were charges filed against him. I don't think there was an indictment, but they investigated and they found nothing to charge him with, and there are no further charges. So the only investigation that's currently happening is the one within the House. So him dropping out makes that null and void, and so suddenly he's free and clear of that. And so either he's going to step in and be the attorney general. Let's hope not, I guess. Or he's going to just write off and write books and be a Fox News analyst now that he's retired.
That wouldn't make sense, like politically.
And the investigation's over. Well, what if the investigation was going to find something that was going to be really bad, and that was going to open up a municipal or civil judgment potentially against him in the future?
Maybe, but like just from what we can see, like we know Gaetz is a big Trump loyalist. And so if it was like some subterfuge to get him out of the House and then also make him not attorney general, it's like you effectively just lost a powerful loyalist in the House for the cost.
What if
we just put somebody else
he was leaving the House either way because the ethics committee was not going to be in his favor, and now he has a better way to leave the House?
That's possible too. Yeah. Like I have no idea.
The Venmo payment is public. Right,
guys. So, I think what you're forgetting is to catch a criminal, you need a criminal.
Yes, you need a good criminal.
You need the worst
a hard-boiled detective show.
Yeah, you need a guy who's doing it right out in the open, because so are they. So he will 100% get confirmed.
Yeah, but he's going. They didn't give Hannibal Lecter a badge and a gun, though. They wouldn't talk to him about the look bill.
They should. That would be a better movie.
Hannibal Lecter is smarter than every person in our political process. He'd take us all for a ride with his.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hannibal Lecter would be in there for like 3 minutes, and then it would be trending on Twitter. It'd be like, this guy's fucking eating people.
Yeah.
like, are you serious? His name's Hannibal.
He balanced the budget, though, man. Who cares?
He balanced the budget. Yeah, that's it's
fun
my girl
to talk about and
Tulsi
joke Gabbard got an appointment.
Over. Yeah, dude, I like that gray hair thing.
Right? Tulsi Gabbard.
Huge fan.
I've been a Tulsi Gabbard fan for a long time. She's got that like white silvery thing in her hair, just like Rogue from the X-Men. It's super hot. She's got her face a little pockmarked if you don't airbrush her up a little bit, if I'm being honest. But we'll pretend like that's not true. She's a real pretty lady. And what do they make her, like Secretary of National Intelligence or
National Intelligence, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Which again, I wonder what she'll be doing. I know the left really hates her. They think she's a Russian spy, Taylor.
That's retarded.
Yeah. I don't know. She was in our military, so she's got that on her side.
That's true. But I mean, anyone who's against like forever wars in East Europe is a Russian spy, most likely.
Oh, speaking of our military, so they made all sorts of promises about what's coming in the in January. They said they're going to use special forces against the cartels in Mexico. They said they're going to send the SEAL team, and they didn't say it as like a little aside. They like yelled it like over and over that they're going to send like fucking SEAL
good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, using our military to face an actual threat to our border. Fuck yeah, good. These people.
Did they say that before the election?
Before, during, and after. Like,
oh, no wonder Mexicans were turning up.
Yeah, so the thing with Tulsi is she's anti-Ukraine, and she said that the U.S. funded Ukraine's biolabs to make like, I don't know, biological weapons of some sort, which was a piece of Russian disinformation that Tulsi spread. That's why they call her a Russian asset.
Well, I think those viruses that quote unquote viruses that are being created in the Ukrainian biolabs are like the kind that target specific races of people. Maybe because I've heard.
Oh, you think that?
Well, I've seen
really.
I'm inserting myself into the reality in which those people who are now our leaders live in. So it's one of those that target specific races. Because I saw this whole thing with RFK where, God, it's hard to listen to that man. But if you put yourself through it,
I was talking about the different.
Shut up.
RFK impressions are going to be hard on me.
It's hard on me. I don't know.
I wish that dude would break down and get that little electric razor you stick on your larynx. And, hello, everyone. Isn't this so much better?
Yeah, give him Hawking's machine. Like, just let him do that.
But he was talking about, bioweapons that target like Chinese people or Jews or what have you, at like a table of people. His wife is Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
Do women just like really fucked up voices? Like, because they
didn't always have that.
Oh, they love Stephen Hawking. He's getting pussy. RFK is getting a ton of pussy. Like, maybe they just really like guys that talk like a monster.
RFK, I think they like it because he's a Kennedy and he's jacked and he has power. They love that.
Maybe it could be the voice though.
And he's a brain worms.
I don't like
it. If a brain worm ate part of your brain, you wouldn't survive that.
But it make me talk like that?
No,
he got that from eating bad pussy, didn't he?
No. Michael Douglas got the throat cancer from eating bad pussy.
And you don't think that has anything to do with RFK?
It might be, but I thought they said it was something else that fucked his
What
voice
else
up.
could it be?
Well, it could have been the deep state, quote unquote, silencing another Kennedy. Do you think about that? Isn't that a fun way to take someone's political career away?
Man, they should have just silenced him entirely and made him like have to write and use a robot voice, because that is what the deep state would do. They'd make him so annoying to listen to.
Yeah,
that it would be difficult.
He genuinely had a brain worm that ate part of his brain away.
Yeah, we talked about it. That's old news at this point. Yeah.
He ate dog too.
I don't like that. That's the worst thing about him.
He also stole a whale carcass from a beach and hauled it back to his home. Like,
now I don't care at all about. It's already, if he would have killed the whale, I wouldn't like it.
I'm not judging him for any of this nonsense because I've done some crazy shit too. I'm just saying this is the man we're dealing with.
Yeah,
I want to see Trump put a bench in front of the White House, like a bench press, like Muscle Beach, and have RFK do for when Schwarzenegger used to do that shit, but RFK coming out with all his boys from Muscle Beach doing fucking incline press. We've
all seen the pictures,
and then yell at people for looking at him. Don't look at me. Look away. You've looked enough.
We've seen the pictures of him looking amazing. Does he look like that really? Like now? There are pictures of me looking amazing, and I'm actually at a better than average point for myself right now. But
Zach, I don't
always look good.
Did you see? Did you hear RFK? He was talking about Trump's diet on like Air Force One and everything, and he was like,
that it's shit.
And the thing with Trump is, I'd go on there with him and I'd try to eat something on the way to a campaign, and I tell you, it's remarkable. He has the energy. He has everything in there is total poison. It's KFC. It's McDonald's. Yeah. It's Burger King. So do you know when he accepted when he accepted winning the election, he'd been up for 48 hours, fueled entirely on fast food.
And I was like, I believe that Trump is a fiend for fast food.
He is. I wonder if he looks like if I just if he took his shirt off right now, how close to this would he look?
Were you gonna say if I took his shirt off?
If you
Is that
took
a
his
Doesn't
slip?
matter who does it.
You were you were imagining you taking it off, Woody. I heard that.
Well,
If I ran up to him and took his shirt off right now, and our nipples happened to bump
off, my sweet summer child.
I bet he looks pretty similar to that. He seems like one of those hyper obsessed old guys.
Go to his
lifting.
social media, like
Dude, if
find a
Trump
dated picture.
if Trump threw if RFK did some edict that removed MSG from fast food, Trump would put him in Trump would put him in.
Now we thought he was a smart guy. We thought he was a good guy.
He looks a little Mexican, am I right?
You're not going to believe this, folks. Eat a fry. They're not the same. They're not what they were. So we're killing him.
MSG is not bad for you. It just makes things tastier.
No, I know.
Leave that
I'm
MSG
saying,
alone.
But Trump would be.
RFK has a lot of thoughts about things being bad for you that aren't generally agreed on.
Yeah,
fluoride in the water comes to mind.
That makes the frogs gay, right?
It does.
That one is there are studies.
Oh my god, it reminds me of Alex Jones.
It does.